Hey Virgo, welcome back. Welcome if you are new. This will be your weekly energy update for my Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I do consider all these weekly readings to be timeless, so whenever you're guided here, just trust it is the right time for you. I always like to set the intention that everyone that's meant to be here will find their way here, and there will be some kind of message to uplift, heal, or inspire. May these cards represent the highest order of truth and bring clarity. Just tapping into my guides, angels, ancestors. Tapping into this Virgo. What's the overall Virgo energy for this week? Thank you. Let's get a challenge. Virgos and advice for Virgo, Sun, and Rising. All right, on the bottom of the deck we've got number 28. 28 breaks down to a 10, which also breaks down to a 1. 10 is endings, new beginnings, a new cycle. It feels like a new cycle in which you will be more present. And I'm noticing how she's wearing all white, which relates to purity and peace. And the overall energy, we have number 19, which also breaks down to a 10, endings, and also new beginnings, right? Because the 10 also breaks down to the 1. Balance. It's going to be a good week to seek balance. Your head may be in the clouds a little bit. I feel like another sign got this. I can't remember if it was Aries or Gemini maybe. But the balance card reminds us that extremes of anything are rarely healthy or useful. Yeah, it just feels like you're not maybe looking at something. Look, even her eyes are closed. This could be because you are drawing inwards, looking within. Just make sure that you're staying grounded. A really quick way to ground yourself is just imagine 3:33 on the clock. Imagine roots just growing from your seat or your feet or whatever's touching the ground, and just allow them to, see them moving in deep into Mother Earth, into Gaia, and feel that connection. And then you can see them wrap around, and then just give them a little tug, and instantly you will feel that connection. So stay grounded, and allow your strength to rise from there. Okay, be aware of where the imbalances in your life are at present. And working with the lunar cycle on a regular basis actually helps us to experience more flow and balance of nature. Some of you may feel kind of pulled towards astrology or to work with the moon some. The moon shows us the gradual and peaceful process of waxing and waning in the phases of perfect balance within. Our bodies, our minds, and our human spirit all seek balance, yet perfect balance is seemingly almost impossible to achieve. But think on this: if we try to stand on one leg and balance ourselves, no matter how good you are at balancing on one leg, it may be kind of a dance, right? The large and the small muscles in our legs adjust to keep us upright, right? Always moving, never perfectly still. And the rest of our body is also performing a myriad of adjustments, a little to the left here, a little to the right in this moment, a little to the center, right? And the point is that balance is a process, right? Something we can actively seek if we're wise. But we need to know when we're unbalanced so that we can return to balance. So it's definitely useful to know where our imbalances lie, and also to make the decision about moving towards a more balanced version. Right? Self-reflection has been a major theme this past couple weeks. We're in Mercury retrograde, which invites us to go within and to identify when we're too something, right? Working too long, eating too much, thinking too fast. We need to be honest with ourselves so that we can identify this, and allowing ourselves a more considered and balanced view invites true peacefulness into our lives, something that most people crave in this busy and sometimes chaotic world. Right? Balance allows us to understand that overwhelm isn't a place that we want to visit, let alone set up shop in. And then we have number 30, which breaks down to a 3. 3 is the mind, body, and soul connection, the Holy Trinity. And this is the card of the snow moon, or purity. So purity is exactly what it seems. This card asks us to look, to simplify, right? Look for the simplest and cleanest solutions. And to understand your motives for doing what you're doing. Make sure in your day-to-day, in your communications, especially even your communication with yourself, because again, this does feel like a lot of inner work, that you are being as clear as possible in your communication. I know why I do what I do. And there's good reasons to strive for positive purity in our lives. And also for clear language, clear communication, right? Being precise with our language and as clear as we can be in our communications means fewer miscommunications and misunderstandings in our relationships and our work life. So keeping our intentions pure, untainted with any lower vibrational shit such as jealousy or revenge or unworthiness, and staying in this purity as much as possible means that our motivations purify and they become more pure and not muddy in their reasoning. And a good stone for this would be the clear quartz. Some of you may feel guided to work with clear quartz or even selenite. And then we've got number 24. 24 breaks down to a 6. 6 is balance, it's harmony, it's courage. It's the Merkaba. It's as above, so below. And it always reminds me of a pregnant woman, right? The 6. So birthing something new. And it looks like she's being carried in this nest. This is the card of protection, by the way, the waiting crescent one. Birds are said to be messengers between worlds, divine messengers. So this is a message that you are being carried, you are protected, you are being nurtured. And all of the readings this week have had this kind of cosmic vibe to it. There's this cosmic energy surrounding this purity. And your higher power, however you describe it, is a loving and protective energy. You are loved and protected. It'd be a good time to identify your fears so that you can protect yourself better. This is giving a push towards trusting yourself a little bit more. This is our chance to let go of our resistance, to surrender and let go. And sometimes to do that with confidence, we may need to feel some support from the universe or whatever we believe our higher power to be. And that support can take form in the form of feeling protected from whatever might happen and helping us to get the courage to release what needs to go. Witches and other like pagan practitioners who use the lunar and seasonal energies are often asked to assist people with spells or techniques or talisman of protection. In fact, I was just reading the native medicine, and this goes along with the medicine bundles that they would carry, right? So physical items that symbolize what it is that you're needing more of could be beneficial to you. Okay, putting together a little medicine bag. Yeah. Trust yourself. Trust in yourself to do what you need to do. I'm gonna get a few cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle. We'll just get one for each of these. Bottom. This is balance. All right. On the bottom, we've got a message in a bottle. 15, which breaks down to another 6. So the universe has been speaking to you. And there's something here around maybe needing to enjoy more of the serendipity of life instead of getting stuck in the lower vibration of the fears. What they're saying is fear. So in order to balance some of this fear, spend time in serendipity. Spend time doing things that make you feel good. You could call in some magic, call in some synchronicity. And the more that you focus on these things that do actually bring you joy, that do lift you up, that do make you feel good, versus putting too much of your energy on things that don't, things that, are blocking you, your vibration will begin to arise. You will feel a lot better. We've got the moon moving into, we got a full moon in Gemini Sunday. This Sunday as I'm recording this. I'm recording this. Happy Friday the 13th, by the way. Freida's Day. Did I say Freida? I meant Freya. Weird. And then I just got the image of my dear friend Fred that passed away. It's my best friend's brother. Interesting. You guys, the veil is still very thin. Right? So you could be getting messages from the ancestors, your loved ones. And coming back, yeah, I feel like this purity is needed because whatever this is that wants to be released, it could be stopping you from your milk and honey. But this also insinuates that you have gifts coming once you surrender, once you release, once you come into balance here. Okay, so you have a lot to look forward to. I'm going to get some cards on this as well. And then we've got the number 38, which breaks down to the master number 11. 11 stand for spiritual awakenings, mastery. And look, to be fair, it talks about balance. Again, this is coming full circle. She's got the owl on her head. The owl can see in many different perspectives, many different directions. Getting a bird's eye view. She looks like some kind of royalty even. Some of you could be getting some activations through the crown. My crown just started tingling, so I'm looking at her crown on her head with the owl above. Let's get some tarot out here. You are protected, right? And you are blessed, but there's, give and take in this world. And So the more that you elevate, the more that you level up, the more that you level up. Right? The more that you love yourself and raise your own vibration through releasing that which no longer is beneficial, no longer keeping you in balance, but instead probably, you know, causing more stress or tension. So I feel like what this is saying is you are being carried, you are being lifted up. But there are, you know, vibration. Why did I say it like that? Unless I had a French accent. There are vibrations. And if you want to change something, you have to change something. There's that owl energy I was picking up on. The Hangman. It's about taking a new perspective. Looking at things differently. The Hangman speaks about Odin and his sacrifice. He gave his, I think it was his left eye. Maybe it was his right eye, I'm not sure. But, and then hung upside down. And at the end of this period, I want to say it was 8 days. I could be wrong. I need to look that story up, I think. At the end of this period, maybe it was 7 days. This is the 7th card. And I mean, that would make sense that the 7th day you rest, right? But at the end of that 7th day, he reached enlightenment. He understood. He was lit up. Look at his crown being lit up. So there's a need to surrender here. There's a need to sacrifice, let go of something that is really just causing more stress or more tension. Anyway. Yeah, we got the High Priestess here. And she did come out on the floor, but she wanted to come out with the Queen of Wands. Usually when it comes out on the floor, it's telling me in a reverse. So there may be some wisdom that you hold that you're not looking at, that you're not paying attention to. There could be some secrets here even. But really what Spirit wants is for you to rise up from that, for you to grow. The Queen of Wands is about growing into your confidence, your authenticity, your wisdom. We got, looks like pyramids in the background here. We've got the black cat. You've got luck here. I would definitely, if this is you and you're feeling like stuck, I would definitely consider creating a medicine bag. And you can ask Spirit, bring me the items that I need for my medicine bag. And then trust what comes through the next, few days or week, or even, however long you want to make it. But it doesn't even have to have a time. You just can collect them. You can make your medicine as your bundle is small or big as you wish. But I would recommend that. I think I'm gonna do that this week as well. I've been meaning to create. Maybe I'll come on and maybe I won't. I don't know. Maybe I won't share my medicine, but I will just share about what I'm doing, because they say your medicine should be your own. You know, your bundle should be private. At least I know it's that way for females, and everybody's got their own beliefs, whatever. So whatever floats your boat. But yeah, maybe I will talk about that a little more. But literally all you have to do really is, I'm gonna make another video about it, but start collecting, Virgo, totems or talismans or things that invoke the presence of your medicine or what it is that you're needing at this time symbolically. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. You guys know, you guys are pretty smart. Any more messages for my Virgos? Yeah, it's time. It's time. This card's been coming out a lot. It's time to move forward. Okay, the Death in reverse. This card also did come out in reverse, so there's been some stagnancy here, but we're going to turn that around. Okay, take the time to evaluate right now, right? To introspect, to go within, to collect your talismans, perhaps your medicine, and to surrender. Okay, you have been holding on to something that it's inevitable that it's gonna be released. Okay, it's already been released in you know, in some way, and I think you can feel it coming. And this is gonna bring fast-paced movement forward. Okay, even if you're feeling stuck right now or stagnant or unseen, I'm hearing things are going to shift. Okay, Spirit is carrying you. Yeah, it's a time of non-action. That's what they're saying. This is why it's a time of non-action. It's time for introspection. It's time to invoke your medicine. All right, 27 on the clock as I said that. It's time to get back up, brush yourself off. You got this. Strength is being formed here. All right. Just pay attention to anything that could be taking from your physical vitality. All right. I'm gonna get you guys actually a spirit medicine. I'm sorry, a animal spirit from my. I just gotta go through and make sure because I have a few of them in here that are blank. My friend Ashley brought me these books and cards, and I absolutely love them. They are, and they work hand in hand with what I was already teaching myself, learning about the native ways. So these are the cards I'm going to be using, and I'm going to actually read the card because these are just very powerful. Virgo, we got the bear. Ooh, number 5. On the bottom, we have the spider, which is the web that you weave, right? The creation of your making. Hold on 1 second. I gotta shut. Alexa's turns on at 6:45 every morning. Alexa, stop. Sorry. All right. Number 5. 5 speak to change, transformation, the metamorphosis process. Let's see here, and I'm gonna try to go through it kind of quickly. It's not very long. It says the strength, and the bear speaks to introspection, right? Exactly what we were just talking about. The strength of the bear medicine is the power of introspection. It lies in the west on the great medicine wheel of life. Bear seeks honey, or the sweetness of truth, within the hollow of an old tree. In the winter, when the ice queen reigns and the face of death is upon earth, bear enters the womb cave to hibernate, to digest the year's experience. It is said that our goals reside in the west also, To accomplish the goals and dreams that we carry, the art of introspection is necessary. To become like Bear and enter the safety of the womb cave, we must attune ourselves to the energy of the eternal mother and receive nourishment from the placenta of the great void. The great void is the place where all solution and answers live in harmony with questions that fill our realities. If we choose to believe that there are many questions to life, we must also believe that the answers to these questions reside within us, and each and every being has the capacity to quiet the mind, enter the silence, and know. Many tribes have called this space of inner knowing the Dream Lodge, where the death of illusion of physical reality overlays the expansiveness of eternity. It is in the Dream Lodge that our ancestors sit in council and advise us regarding alternative pathways that lead to our goals. This is the power of Bear, the female receptive energy that for centuries has allowed visionaries, mystics, and shamans to prophesy is contained in this special Bear energy. In India, the cave symbolizes the cave of Brahma. Brahma's cave is considered to be the pineal gland that sits in the center of the 4 lobes of the brain. If one were to imagine an overview of the head, the top of it would be a circle, the south would be the forehead, the north, the back of the skull, the west would be the right brain, and the east, the left brain. So Bear is in the west, the intuitive side, the right brain. To hibernate, Bear travels to the cave, which is in the center of the 4 lobes where the pineal gland resides. In the cave, Bear seeks answers while he or she is dreaming of hibernating. Bear is then reborn in the spring like the opening of spring flowers. For eons, all seekers of the dream time and visions have walked the path of silence, calming the internal chatter, reaching the place of rites of passage, the channel or pineal gland. From the cave of Bear, you find the pathway to the Dream Lodge and the other levels of imagination or consciousness. In choosing Bear, the power of knowing has invited you to enter the silence and become acquainted with the Dream Lodge so that your goals may become concrete realities. This is the strength of the Bear. Thank you guys so much for tapping that thumbs up. I appreciate you guys commenting. Let me know you were here. Enter the comments #replay, or let me know how this resonated for you. Feel free to share this out. Make sure you are subscribed. I know a large number of my viewers are unsubscribed, so if you could just double check and make sure that you are in fact subscribed. Tap that notification bell if you'd like to be notified of upcoming videos. I hope you guys have a very blessed week. Happy full moon. Make sure that you are going within this week. All right, take good care. Love you guys.